Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, and Tigray region is that the Tigray Defense Force has now retreated from several key areas of the Amhara region, where the Tigray Defense Force gained control after heavy fighting, and for weeks the Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies had been battling with Tigray Defense Force for control of one place after another. But now Tigray Defense Force troops have retreated from several key areas of the Amhara region. And Tigray People's Liberation Front spokesman also confirmed that they left the North Sheva, Kambolcha, Dessie, Lalibela according to the new military strategy. But on behalf of Tigray Defense Force and Tigray government, it is being said that they are retreating from several areas of the Amhara region under a new plan. As it is clear that Tigray Defense Force has come out of several places of the Amhara region on its own accord, because there was no war in these areas and Tigray Defense Force has left these areas without any war. And according to reports from Tigray Defense Force, this is a new Tigray Defense Force war strategy, and Tigray Defense Force still present in many areas of Amhara region. And also a statement from Tigray People Liberation Front spokesperson Gedachurida clearly said that Tigray Defense Force, if one step back, it means that Tigray Defense Force will go two steps further tomorrow. And Tigray Defense Force statements show that the game is not over yet. Rather, this war has now entered in a new and major phase. The Tigray Defense Force must have a new strategy which is causing them to retreat from several areas of the Amhara region. But everything will be clear in the coming time. Nothing can be said about the future of Ethiopia and Tigray region right now. Viewers, and according to the recent statement by Tigray President Debretsion Gebremichael, he said, "Honored people of Tigray, firstly I would like to tell you how proud and satisfied we are by you. An amazing people who have shouldered all and is relying to bring to success your resistance. Next, I will give a few information on a few issues regarding the situation we are in. But before that, I would like to put certain things about our army." He said, "Our army as an institution, the old and new generation together, is one that discerns its purpose, has full commitment and perseverance to destroy its enemies. And I would like to tell you that it is such an amazing army that you have. It has gone past the enemy and its full capabilities through difficult terrain. It has been tried by all deserts, could hot. It is accomplishing miracles, feats both as an army and individually as fighters. And our army has mobilized with elevated morale to destroy its enemies and is making history." He said, "I would like to tell you that what is expected from us all is to sustain our comprehensive support to this army until it destroys the enemy." Recently, explanations have been given regarding the decision we made concerning our opportunity, first by a statement and then by Comrade Tudase, the commander of the Tigray army. He said, "I would like to take these statements as a basic and try to provide clarifications on some issues. The main thing here is why was this decision made? and it is known that what the decision is, and it was decided that we should pull our forces back. Why? And why was this decision made when our forces were marching forward and were approaching the Ethiopia's capital Addis Ababa? Because he said the decision, without having to go into details, is the outcome of an evaluation, and we evaluated the overall situation, both ours as well as that of the enemy, and arrived at the decisions on our own. And we have to turn back. We should not continue in the present. We have to carry out additional tasks, additional adjustment. It was after we identified this that we arrived at the decision. And this does not mean it was a simple decision. It was a tough decision. And what was anticipated was one thing, but what we decided was another thing. He said, what was anticipated was when we were going to enter Addis Ababa, but what we decided was, let's wait. We should turn back. We have to make other adjustments. We have to solve other issues. It was a tough decision, but one which had to be made, and we have to understand that it was a correct decision. He said the decision was not made because of diplomatic pressure or through discussions, and we do not make discussions which the people of Tigray are not aware of, or diplomatic activities which the people of Tigray has not accepted. At least they have to know about it. They can never be deals or decisions which are made secretly or behind a closed door, and we would not go down that road. We had said in our preconditions for a ceasefire that if the other side wants peace, they would have to make it clear publicly. And that does not mean we were not asked sideways unofficially. They had said, why do not you meet secretly? We would not meet secretly. Therefore, we should know that there would not be discussions or decisions that are made secretly. And what I am emphasizing again here is that the decision is our decision. And it is a decision made for the sake of the interest of the people of Tigray, not for the sake of diplomacy or something else. He said, but for the sake of the interest of the people of Tigray, we know, however, that the enemy is doing a lot of drama with it. Everyone has been following how much lies they talked about it. Here, one thing that is raised is, why was not it announced earlier? This is a military movement, so we cannot announce it beforehand. The day the quick statement of the military command was released was the day the movement was made. We cannot announce. We have decided to pull back before our army could at least make some responsition. And this is a military movement. He said the statement was released on that very day. They claim that it should have been announced before the enemy started talking cannot be acceptable, and we announced it at the time when we could make the announcement. And the decision, however, cannot be divulged. It was announced when it was implemented, and therefore we have to know that it is a military movement. This was done because it creates problems, not to hide it from the people, and we cannot hide it from the people. He said, and it does not mean we are going to hide it from the enemy or hide the diplomacy. But pulling out was a must, yet we cannot say we have started pulling out before we started it. The statement was released on the very day the pullback started. This I would like to assure you. On the other very day it started, we did not start before that, and it was on that day. We notified our people, and when our people know, it is obvious that others, the enemy, would know about it. And the enemy started talking when it noticed our movement on that day. And it cannot talk. We were confronted with each other face to face. Hence, it is necessary to understand it as such. The statement was released on the day that it should be made. And the main thing is not to avoid confusion, it is to understand it properly. Other than that, enemy propaganda is not a problem, and the enemy will always try to confuse. Let alone when we are making such change, it make thing up out of thin air. It attempts to confuse with complete fabrications. What else are we going to expect from the enemy? It is not surprising at all if the enemy that carried out all these invasions to wipe out the people of Tigray says, I entered through this. I chased them in this direction. I did this or that to them. The main thing is it is necessary for you to understand the situation we are in. But the enemy internationally deceives both to inside and outside audiences to confuse and even to agitate. And we should understand it in this way. Because he said generally the stage we are in is a stage of heavy struggle. We are in a furious war. We know what kind of dark time we were enduring the first 8 months. And we know the changes that resulted after we entered Mekelle. We have carried out major tasks afterward for about 4 months. And the fighting after Dessie and Kambolcha was also tough. And capturing Dessie and Kambolcha was very tough. The fighting afterward, the one is North Sheva, was also tough. And this is a time of furious struggle. We cannot just enter defeat the enemy easily. You can arrive at victory after many ups and downs and after paying great sacrifices. He said we should not trivialize it but recognize its toughness. It is war, a people's war. We are facing many enemies. We have shifted areas after planning it, begging out, and making a decision on our own. But what if the enemy has pushed us back or not? We facing the enemy, and the enemy will be everything not to be defeated. It has been doing like that. When it reached its grave, it will do everything possible not to enter its grave. This is what we are witnessing now. It is making use of not only what is within its possession but also that which it is not in possession of, even from abroad. It is bringing in support, hence, the war is a war of furious struggle. It is not something we see lightly, and our past experience also this. We should also know that the enemy is doing its utmost. We should know that it is mobilizing its capabilities. In this course, foreign intervention is also growing. This does not mean foreign intervention will completely change the situation. It cannot, but it can exert pressure. Therefore, the enemy is using everything not to die, not to get into its grave. It's using everything that's inside the country, be to manpower, money, or economy. We are also seeing the media, especially the exponential leadership of the Mara region. It is known that what kind of message it is sending, exterminating the leadership of the people of Tigray. We are seeing this in their media output and barbaric ideas and speeches a human being cannot utter. They themselves are expressing in words, not just in deeds, exterminating the people of Tigray. Their hatred is extreme. They do not withhold anything. For tomorrow, there is nothing they reverse for tomorrow, and we are thus witnessing their extreme hatred. He said, we saw the struggle was there, but now since it has become a stage of fighting of elimination, we realize and understand that they are carrying out heavy struggle. we also have to fight furiously and intensely. And we should struggle not by trivializing or lightly but heavily and furiously. And we should realize, as long as the enemy is destroyed, as long as the enemy is not bright, the struggle is going to be tough, and finish the struggle we have started. And we have taken it near its peak, and we are saying, let us make limited adjustments. Even if it is succeeding, summoning some capability, it does not mean it is a government that is going to last for long. It does not mean it is an enemy that will last for long, and it is an enemy that can fundamentally be destroyed. It is an enemy that must be fundamentally destroyed, and but just because you say it can fundamentally be destroyed does not mean it will get destroyed on its own or through light struggle. Thus, we have to adequately understand effort. He said, therefore, evaluations and decisions that are be examining the situations summatively. We also know that there are many tasks that we should have to do based on these decisions. The enemy is getting stronger. We would also have to be strong and intensify our struggle. This is what I would like to state. The other thing concerns our next moves. What we need to understand is that we have experiences from our past struggles, and we also have experience from recent struggle, and the struggle cannot be concluded in an easy way, and we never perceived it that way. Let us put against the dark that is special. The struggle had taken 17 years. The situation now is very different. Many things flipped back in 8 months, and we basically cannot compare with this because many things have changed. But we know the ups and downs we went through during the 17 years of struggle. Before the Derg was destroyed, we stayed for 1 year in Guna, Narshova. 1 year we made a lot of history in a year, and we liberated Tigray within 8 months, and we are some areas of western Tigray which has not yet been liberated. And now we reached as far as North Sheva. But after seeing the situation, we said, no, let us readjust. At the time of Tigray People's Liberation Front, the army stayed in North Sheva for 1 year. From the direction of Ambo, we reached an area called Ginchi, but Darg pushed us back. We remained in the area for 1 year. That of Guna is known, that of Debre Tabor is known, but did the Darg last like that? It cannot last. We destroyed it completely. That was during the unique times of the past, at the time of the armed struggle against the Darg. But now, great things were done within a year in the whole of Tigray. The enemy also did many things. We also did many miracles deeds. And therefore, we know from our past experience that there can be push and pull, advance and retreat. Now, there is not a withdrawal of our forces in such level, but even in our recent resistance struggle, there were such retreats witnessed in September. We had reached as far as Debre Tabor when the enemy forces came in from the direction of Gashina. We pulled back. We had reached Haik, but said, let us pull back to Vichale. We went in the direction of Dibarek too. And he said, let us withdraw. Even in the fighting we are now undertaking, we had advanced but returned back. Those who remember it know the emotions then. This is expected. It is fighting, since it implies all kind of efforts so that it would not perish and be buried completely. So let alone when we make adjustments, it is even possible that it may push us back when we have to see it in this way. And even if you pull back, it does not mean you would not return and destroy your enemy. That is what our agenda is. the enemy has to be destroyed. There is not any further option. Therefore, we have to understand the true meanings in a realm of struggle. And there are ups and downs. It is possible to face many problems, even pull back. So, what is the alternative? To struggle, let alone now when we are making adjustments because of our plan and equilibration while maintaining our full posture. In fact, we will see soon what kind of decision it is that is beneficial. As I have said, a beneficial decision was made on the basis of the interest of the people of Tigray. This is a statement from Tigray People's Liberation Front and Tigray President Debretsion Gebremichael. And more, he said, the interest of the people of Tigray on its safety, its sustained existence, in holding criminals to account, in getting it to exercise its self-determination rights. Our initial objective was not capturing territories. It still is not. That's why, if our objective is capturing territories, it has different implications. But if it is securing the interest of the people of Tigray, it would not be fulfilled by capturing Addis Ababa alone. That is part of securing interest because the enemy has to be destroyed. Therefore, in order to hit our enemies even more, especially there are which we moved past to our left and right, the supply lines had been started to face trouble. We would have to recalibrate it. The persecution that is happening on Tigrayans has resurged anew starting from Western Tigray. They are being chased away anew. They are being persecuted anew. The project of ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans that had long been set up as far as the Midland has continued in intensified manner. And we have to take these things into consideration and we have to struggle with greater effort and we will continue summoning our effort to conclude the war, which is now our main focus until the enemy is destroyed or is to forced to come to negotiation. And we should continue it with greater effort. And that's the meaning of the adjustment. It has no other. It has to do with by taking into account the existing situation and definitely destroyed those bodies who are distributing us from the left and right, those who come at us through after means too. And we are currently under siege. We have not yet broken through the siege. We are in a tough times. The people of Tigray has collectively been put under siege. All services have been cut. It has been condemned to die through starvation and sickness, and we have not yet broken this siege, and we have to completely break this. So, we will take actions that alleviate our problems, and finally, we will defeat our enemies. It is expected for us to intensive our resistance. We will accomplish full victory, and we have to strengthen our solidarity, intensify our resistance just like before until full victory is achieved. And we have to bear whatever problems we are confronted with, and whether they are old or new problems, and we are still facing very difficult challenges. It does not mean there is a tougher challenge than this, but even if however difficult a new challenge comes, we have to bear it and overcome it. We have to bring our resistance to the conclusion. And he said the outcome is clear. We are carrying out a just struggle. It is a just war. We have been massacred and persecuted. Even now, instead of getting services, the service that was being provided, as you know, they have destroyed. At Takize, the electricity that was being provided was destroyed. When we were saying let services be given, they are still continuing their agenda of exterminating the people of Tigray is an intensified way through various means, and the bombing through drones and other plans has continued. and the project of exterminating the people of Tigray has continued with greater effort. And the solution to this is resistance as we are doing now. Thus, that the adjustments has no other meaning. It is to recalibrate ourselves and bring the Mekte to its conclusion. So, viewers, this is the latest statement from the Tigray People's Liberation Front and Tigray Region President Dr. Debretsion Gabriel Michael. So, viewers, this is the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.